going on, Libras? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your reader for today. This is going to be your full moon reading that is taking place tomorrow as I'm recording this on Friday. So happy Venus Day to you guys. So let's get into this for Libras, see what's going on. I'm going to pull 4 themed questions and then clarify with some tarot, close out with some advice and another oracle. For those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out your Other Elements playlist, checking out my Etsy wishlist, donating to the channel, checking out my social media handles, all that information can and will be found in the description box of every single one of my videos below. All right, so first starting out for what you guys need to release. Spirit's asking you the same question, Libra. Okay, a time for healing, waning moon and balsamic moon. So this is definitely a time for you guys to really, where I feel like Spirit is really asking you, because that was the first theme question and it's coming out in an actual card now. So I feel like for some of you Libras, this is a time for you to really be honest with yourself and ask that rough question. What can I release? What do I really need to let go of at this time? Because I feel like there's an opportunity here for you guys to really heal something, I feel like major, something that has been, I feel like it's so interesting how these same freaking messages keep repeating. Like, I just got the same, not the same cards at all, but that same message about what I just said. That's weird. That's interesting. I feel like that definitely just came out for Aries, and then some of the messages I was getting in Aries came out for Aquarius. So if you're dealing with any of those signs or have those signs highly aspect, I would check those out too. But it's interesting. So anyway, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. What did I just say? Full moon in Aquarius. So some of you, that's a double confirmation. You need to check that reading out. So anyway, so the part where I was talking about where I said something that I feel like has been a long time coming, meaning it's something that has been maybe a cycle in your life that has been perpetuating for quite some time, or some pain, some type of experience that you guys have had that has been perpetuating for quite some time. This is a time for you guys, I feel like, to really allow yourself to release it, whatever this is. All right, so let's see, Spirit, what is challenging Libras at this time? Nourishment. Okay, card number 7, waxing crescent 5. Okay, let's get one more for what's challenging Libras at this time. Some of you, you're having a hard time really doing what's best for you, really eating properly, drinking properly, getting enough rest, getting out in nature, doing the things that you would benefit from doing. Okay, whether that's diet, exercise, also being patient with yourself. Some of you are having a difficult time being patient with yourself, being patient with the process, okay, because things are definitely changing at this time. I feel like some of you are just having a hard time, really allowing change or being patient with, either yourself changing or those around you that are changing, okay? I feel like, you have to remember that things don't happen when we want them to. They happen when they're ready, when it's time. Meaning we can't rush our process, nor can we rush another's, okay? I feel like a path is definitely opening up for you at this time, Libra, but it's going to be important for you guys to really, understand and be patient with where you're being guided and the pace you're being guided to go. You're not late. Remember, this journey is a marathon, not a sprint. So you're not supposed to get there overnight. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you, your psychic abilities are definitely popping right now. They're definitely on point. Definitely something that is closing out. It's making room for something to come through. Okay. It's important for you to allow yourself to be, how you feel, to be expressed, to be heard, to be seen. Okay. If that has been a part of you that maybe has been suppressed, this is a time where it's allowing you to step back into that energy. Okay. So that was just on the split of the shuffle. So let's see, Spirit, for Libras, what's an opportunity that's presenting themselves or coming through for Libras? For some of you, this could be moving. So for some of you, this is an opportunity to move. Maybe, maybe this could definitely be just talking about healing something within a home, healing your household in some type of way. Psychic abilities actually came out though this time. So I feel like intuitively you guys know exactly what this is. This is a time to really follow your intuition and trust the guidance that you're receiving through it at this time, okay? Financial health here is at the bottom. This card definitely also came out for Aries. I just finished their reading. This card came out as well. And I also believe that it came out for Aquarius. That was the first sign I did. So like I said, definitely a lot of repeating messages here. Okay, so I feel like what's coming towards you guys is something intuitively you already knew about. Okay, um, it has taken time for it to get here. Okay, but like I said, this could definitely be still talking about some issues that maybe have stemmed from, you know, childhood, or something that um, is going on within your foundation, your home, your dynamic, your family, you know, dynamic. There's an opportunity to heal something that's been going on in the house. Intuitively, you know exactly what this is, you know, or at least you know exactly what needs to be done. And you're right. You're correct. Don't doubt yourself. Okay. Spirit, clarify, please. What is opportunity here? What's coming towards Libras with this full moon? What's an opportunity presenting itself here? Your free will can change anything at any time, so keep that in mind. Okay, tarot is not the end all be all. All right. Pilary 5. Aquarius energy. So Aquarius is definitely very prominent in this reading. Some of you may be dealing with one, or that may be one of your other signs that's of significance to you. Okay. Vulnerable, serving time, nowhere to run. Interesting. Public ridicule, abusive, shut down, punishment, finding fault, humiliation, open dishonor. So I feel like some of you, there's an opportunity here to heal maybe a part of you, or a part, like maybe the way you, I feel like some of you, if you live in like a home where people where it's been abusive, okay, this is like an opportunity to heal that. If some of you grew up in an abusive household, okay, and maybe your intuition was shut down in some type of way, right? This is, I feel like, an opportunity to heal that, to heal whatever, you know, when you knew that you should have did something, but you were told that you were wrong, or made it feel like you were crazy or something like that. This is a time where I feel like you guys are being gifted an opportunity to heal that. Okay. And also with this financial health card here at the bottom, and oh, interesting, boundaries underneath that. Some of you, this is, and blessings underneath that. This is really a time where Spirit is asking you to really count your blessings, okay? And set boundaries with maybe overspending, you know, overspending, spending too much money, not really planning, but not really budgeting, things like that. Because I feel like some of you, you could be definitely coming into some money, and you're going to need to set boundaries when this comes in, meaning not just blow it all at one time, not just, you know, spend because you have it, right? Really be smart about whatever this is. Some of you, this could be coming in the form of an inheritance, something like that. But others of you, this is about, you know, being grateful for what you have, for the life that you have, even if it's not exactly perfect in the sense of perfect as in flawless, right? I feel like it could be a lot worse. So I feel like Spirit is really guiding some of you to, you know, really set better boundaries with your money, your spending habits, things like that. Okay. Because what I say, you have a continuing the legacy, innocent, fresh start. Vulnerable is showing up here twice. Rapid growth, new beginnings. So this is an opportunity where something, I feel like some of you are being gifted some type of new beginning, and it could be coming in the form of money and finances. But Spirit really wants you guys to, you know, really monitor and do better. Maybe have better budgeting, you know, habits with your money. Okay. So let's see, Spirit, how are you helping Libras in this situation? Has it really only been 8 minutes? What? That's weird. Maybe it has. That's wild. I'm like making so good time right now. Shit. Like, hold on. Am I tripping? When you channel, time don't matter, right? When you're in flow and alignment. So let's see. Spirit, how are you helping Libras in this situation? Secret. Book of Shadows. Okay. Some of you, this is showing you where you got some shadow work to do. Okay. Or that you've done the shadow work. For those of you that have been doing the work, okay, this is but I feel like because this is a time for healing, this is, I feel like, what some of you are being asked to do at this time, where Spirit is helping you by showing you, you know, the shadow, showing you what you've been holding on to, containment here, what you've been, you know, holding on to that's kind of like bubbling up, ready to explode. That message also came out in the Aquarius reading. That is so fucking wild. Yeah. And that card didn't come out for them, but the message did. Intuitively, the message came, but for you guys, the actual card came out, where something's containing being held within, that's bubbling to the surface, ready to explode. That is exactly what I told Aquarius, and you guys actually got the card indicating the same fucking thing. That's wild. That is wild. So like I said, some of you, this has to do with maybe being abused, you know, that you've been keeping that a secret. For some of you, maybe you've went through something that, you know, intuitively, you know, it's time to talk about. It's, you know, it's time that maybe you knew intuitively that you shouldn't have did, or you shouldn't have went there, or you know, whatever it was. Some of you are blaming yourself for that. You know, you were maybe humiliated, you know, in public because of something of something that happened maybe as a child that you guys have been holding on to and keeping a secret about it, or keeping hidden, hiding, right? Pushing, repressing that pain. But I feel like for some of you, this is a time to clear that out. It doesn't matter how old you are. This is a time to clear that energy out and allow yourself to release, you know, release that. It's time for change. I feel like some of you, change is inevitable. And I feel like change, you're kind of like pushing against it. Some of your things are trying to change for you, but you guys have so much resistance because of whatever this is, to where it's like you're blocking your own blessings, so to speak. That's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you it is. And that's where Spirit is helping you do the shadow work, maybe showing you where you have shadow work to do in order to clear this energy, to make room for the financial blessings that some of you are trying, you know, Spirit's trying to give you at this time. Okay. It's like you have to make room for it energetically in order to receive it, because it's all energy. So let's see. Spirit, what else? How are you helping Libra this situation at this time? How are you helping Libra? And I still got to clarify with the tarot, so it's going to get even deeper, you guys. Oh, truth and integrity, summer. Card 32, which also reduces to another 5. Okay, so the 5 came out with the Aquarius card, truth and integrity. So for some of you, Spirit is helping you really speak your truth in a situation. Really, you know, express whatever happened that maybe people don't understand why you act the way you do, or why you do the things you do, why, you know, whatever it is. It's like some people, for some of you, don't understand. And this is where you're being, you know, presented. Spirit is helping you, you know, speak on that for once. I feel like some of you have been holding this in for quite some time, but the only way, I feel like some of you are realizing that the only way you're going to really heal this and release, like transmute the energy, is by actually talking about it. For some of you, that's what the witnessing is where some of you are needing, the only way for you to really heal is to speak your truth. For some of you have maybe some throat chakra blockages or something like that you're needing to work through. And for some of you, this is how Spirit is helping you heal your throat chakra, by making you speak, you know, speak on whatever this is, tell this secret, you know, speak your truth about it. Okay. Some of you, it's like you can't hide it anymore. Whatever this is. I feel like some of you maybe are worried that you're going to be publicly humiliated, but Spirit is saying it doesn't matter. Follow your intuition. If you're being guided to do whatever this is, then do it. It doesn't matter what people are going to say. You're protected. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay. So on the split here, we have the 8 of Swords, the Star, and the Truth. Again, judgment. Some of you, this is part of your purpose. You guys are awakening to understand that this situation happened as a part of your purpose. I feel like it's definitely time to heal. Okay. This is part of your path. This was destined to happen. Whatever happened, it was destined to play out this way. It was supposed to happen exactly how it did. Some of you are really in your head about it. You're really overthinking it, but it's coming up, I feel like, to help you heal it, to help you really transmute it, to actually heal this once and for all. Okay. To really speak your truth. Okay. To really see a situation for what it is, also for what it's not, so you can move ahead victoriously. Okay. Beyond it. So let's clarify. Spirit, what is a time for healing, and what do you need to release? Why is it here for Libra? For what they're being asked to release for this full moon. I feel like Spirit is making you, is like doing that to ask you to go within, to turn within yourself, to ask you. Okay. Temperance. Patience. Patience is showing up here twice in 2 different decks, you guys. Okay. So heavy emphasis on patience, being patient with yourself, being patient with the process, not rushing, understanding. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint, so you don't need to rush. Okay. You don't need to rush your process. You don't need to rush the healing. That sometimes prolongs the healing by you trying to rush it. Okay. Some of you, I feel like, needed to be reminded of that the things you try to rush, sometimes it makes it take longer. So it's best to just let it take its time. It's like trying to rush a cake to bake, and it's going to make it even worse, because, you know, not only did you not cook it all the way through, and now you can't eat it, but it's going to be all mushy and messy too. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, you'll do better by being patient with yourself, being patient with the process. But you're being asked here to release anything that's maybe preventing you from healing, preventing you from, you know, really letting go of energies that you need to let go to restore balance in your life. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify patience as I hear for Libras. Clarify patience, please. Let me get the rest of the cards out and then we'll finish talking about it. Moving on. Exactly. Six of Swords. So it's like being patient with letting something go, with coming out of, no longer seeing something as a conflict and no longer fighting maybe yourself or fighting a situation. You know, being patient with moving on, with letting yourself move on, not feeling like you have to rush to move forward in a situation or to leave something behind. It's like giving yourself the time that you need, giving yourself that grace, that space, to process things, to grieve properly, to mourn properly, to let go of, whatever it is you're being guided to let go of. Okay. Be patient with yourself in the process. For some of you, this has to do with moving. Like maybe you're being guided to move or really rushing, wanting to move quickly, and Spirit is wanting you to just be patient. Don't rush the process. It's happening exactly when and how it's supposed to. And I feel like you'll be thankful and grateful that it took as long as it did once it's all said and done. Okay. So let's clarify the challenge. Spirit, why is that here for Libras? Patience and nourishment. Why is that here as a challenge for Libras? Why is that here as a challenge? Your card, justice, balance. So another card of balance, patience. That Temperance card also represents balance as well. So Spirit, clarify justice. Why is it here? Why is it here for Libras? Clarify balance. Seven of Cups. Okay. Let's clarify the opportunity here that's coming towards Libra, or opportunity may be presenting itself. Fertility, Empress. Clarify, Spirit, clarify Empress. Why is it here? Devil. Transformation. I was trying to say death, but devil came out. Some of you, like I said, maybe dealing with the Capricorn. That definitely also came out heavy in the Aries reading. So you might want to check that one out if you're dealing with one. But some of you, that has to do with fear, ego, shadow energy with the secret. So I feel like even though I said devil, that wasn't what I was trying to say. But the fact that it came out of my mouth, I feel like that for some of you is very indicative here. Okay. Because the devil represents anything we do in excess, the shadow side of ourselves, the fear, ego-based, materialistic energy, right? Which is also Capricorn's major arcana. So, all right, let's clarify, Spirit. How are you helping Libras? And we have Nine of Pentacles here at the bottom, which speaks of independence. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. This is the Empress energy. So, heavy emphasis on abundance, stability, prosperity here. Okay, Spirit, clarify how you're helping Libra. How are you helping Libra during this full moon? Nine of Swords. Okay, clarify the Nine of Swords. Oh, interesting. Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so Five of Swords here is at the bottom, followed by the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you are definitely feeling, challenged in a situation. I feel like some of you have been doing your best to maybe save money to exit, to get away, from someone that maybe you have kids with, someone that maybe from your past that maybe like, stalking you, giving you problems or something like that. Some of you are really doing your best to like hold back from this person or, keep your cool. Some of you, like I said, this is about saving money and really feeling like it's difficult to do so. Okay. But that's where I feel like, again, Spirit is telling you to be patient with trying to move on so fast. I feel like it's happening how it's supposed to, not how you want it to. I feel like some of you need to remember that. So yeah, I feel like some of you, Spirit wants you to release this idea that things have to happen at a certain time, at a certain pace. Okay. You're rushing. I feel like some of you are really trying to rush how fast you move on from a situation, to hurry up and deal with the pain. So because it hurts, I get it, right? We want to hurry up. Like, when am I done? Sometimes certain things like the healing is never done. And especially as you continue to have new experiences, there is definitely chances that you're going to get hurt again, or with certain things. So it's like, as you continue to level up, you're going to have new experiences that are going to be more challenging than others, right? So, we have to allow ourselves to prepare for those type of things just in case, because that's definitely possible here. So I feel like some of you are trying to rush moving on from a situation and, just to get it done and over with, or you're trying to rush maybe moving out of a house, selling, something like that. Spirit wants you to be patient. Okay. Be patient and maybe heal the aspect of you that's rushing. Why are you rushing? What are you trying to run away from? Okay, some of you, that's a question that you need to ask here. What do you need to release? What am I running from? If I'm trying to hurry up and move or trying to hurry up and leave a situation, what am I running from? Right? I feel like for some of you that needs to be healed here. Okay, be patient with your process, being patient with where you're being guided to go, the path you're being led down. Okay, because I feel like some of you, you're maybe really confused about what's happening right now, what's going on. And it's like if you allow yourself to, again, be patient with your process, be patient with the way things are happening, that is how balance is going to be restored. And you won't be confused about what to do or where to go or what's going on. I feel like some of you you're really having a hard time, or maybe things feel really confusing to you because you're not taking enough time for yourself. You're not giving yourself enough of what you need. Okay. And that could be also messing with your, your balance, right? For some of you, it's something you're consuming, maybe what you're eating, okay, that's maybe causing confusion. And it's because you're needing more rest. You're needing some type of nourishment, things that maybe you've been not supplying yourself, okay? Some of you, this is about your diet, needing to do better with, changing your diet up, maybe going on a detox. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not giving you any medical advice, but I'm just saying, some of you, if that's been something you've been thinking about, like maybe I should try a lemonade diet, that, I've done that before, which I have. So I feel like some of you, if you're being guided to do certain things, this is spirit saying, yeah, do that. Because that's what's maybe making things a bit confusing, where you're maybe not able to see things as clearly as you could. And it's because you're lacking something. For some of you, if you've been like maybe envious of a situation or jealous of someone, or, that may be coming up for you, things are, it's because that's coming up because you're lacking something. You're not giving yourself something that it needs, right? And so we tend to seek outside of ourselves for things that we think is better, whether it's alcohol. That could be, again, why that devil energy came up, right? Because that represents drugs, addictions, alcohol, being our codependency on other things outside of ourselves. That's the shadow. So I feel like some of you, are being guided to be patient with yourself and give yourself more of what you need, not, expecting things to just be done and fixed at the drop of a dime, because it doesn't work like that. And you're mad at yourself and you find yourself upset with yourself because you're not in a different place. I feel like some of you just need to be grateful for, where you're at as you are, and realize you've gone through a lot. You've been through quite a bit, right? And you've survived a lot as well. So give yourself that grace, right? I feel like this is also talking about everything that glitters isn't gold. Okay. This is like having a lot of options, but, needing to really be mindful and make sure you choose wisely from a balanced place, because not every option is good. Not everything in each, in each hand is something that you want. So it's a matter of, that could be, some of you have a lot of different ways that you could do things, a lot of different options you could choose from, a lot of different places. For some of you, this could definitely be with people, dating, right? Having a lot of people to choose from, but, picking different people because you're trying to fill a void inside of yourself. So for some of you, that's the challenge here, where you're trying to maybe date a bunch of different people and none of them are working. It's not because something's wrong with you, but it's because you're needing some healing and you're looking outside for that. That's not going to be for everyone, but that's for someone. So opportunity here is home, psychic abilities, caught, abusive, shut down, finding fault, nowhere to run. So like I was saying, some of you, there is an opportunity to heal a mother wound here. Okay. We have the Empress energy, and what I was going to tell you guys earlier, but I wanted to wait till all the cards came out so I could see, but all three of these main questions, besides the last one of how spirit's helping you, are all major arcanas. Okay. All the cards that came out, the first one that came out was the Sagittarius card, Temperance. Second one was your card, Libra, Justice. Okay. And then we have the Empress, clarified by the Death card, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, and Sagittarius energy here on the board. So yeah, I definitely feel like for some of you, there's an opportunity here to heal a mother wound. Okay. Heal your divine feminine energy to really transform your life and really step into abundance. Okay. I feel like for some of you though, this is more so talking about, healing some type of abuse that you've experienced as a kid, as maybe, growing up, or something that maybe you experienced in a home where you were shut down, that maybe you were told that you're, like you can't see, like, what are you talking about? Like you had gifts that maybe were shut down at an early age. Okay. It was maybe, I feel like for some of you, shut down by your mother. Okay. And there's an opportunity that's presenting itself here for you to maybe heal whatever that was in the home, to really maybe get rid of things that maybe remind you or take you back to a very traumatic period of your life that maybe resulted in some type of abuse here. Okay. So how spirit is helping you is secret, containment, truth, and integrity. Okay. So like I was saying, there's a secret here that some of you have been holding in spirit, that you guys have been holding in, again, with the containment card, that you're going to need to speak your truth about. Spirit is assisting you with maybe having the strength you need to finally speak about this, to really actually express it, for someone to actually witness this. Like there's certain things that I feel like we can, vent out, like on, a journal or a voice recorder, but it hits different when you're actually telling someone, like, this happened to me. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you are being, spirit is presenting you an opportunity to really have your story or your testimony witnessed in some type of way, to really truly help you heal whatever this situation is with this full moon. Okay. Like I said, for some of you, this is like abuse, some type of abuse, some type of, sexual assault, something like that. For those, where it doesn't apply, please don't take the message. But for those of you where what this is talking about, this is, I feel like spirit is helping you finally speak about this, finally talk about it, finally get it out. For some of you, this is it's restoring justice in a situation that was maybe very, very confusing, that maybe you thought it was your fault, and you're finally realizing that it wasn't my fault at all. Okay. So we have Nine of Swords for how spirit is helping you. We have the Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like I said, something that you've been worried about. For some of you, this has to do with, this could definitely be just doing shadow work in a connection. This doesn't have to be as deep as, what I was just talking about, because spirit helping you with the Nine of Swords, it gives me vibes of something you was worried about. It's like you're going to be able to celebrate. Okay. You're maybe turning your pain into some type of profit, where it's like something that happened that was really painful, that caused a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, and sleepless nights. And you're celebrating how maybe that this pain, right, you're making some type of money off of it, that you're actually celebrating something that you're, an opportunity that you've built from it, or that you've attracted, a way to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, turning your pain into profit in some type of way. So like taking your story and making a book out of it, or, someone hearing your story and now they want to pay you to make a movie of it. See what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you are, spirits giving you an opportunity here to really speak your truth and, have some type of reciprocity that you can celebrate, for what you experienced, right? But for others of you, this could, like I said, just be a connection that, you've had that you thought was falling apart, or that has been causing a lot of stress and anxiety, but you guys are maybe now given an opportunity here to come back together after it's been really stressful. You haven't been able, maybe sleeping well, things like that. I feel like some of you, maybe spirit is giving you an opportunity to maybe express this to your partner, maybe something you've been holding in that you've been like keeping to yourself, and maybe you're being gifted some type of opportunity to actually have this conversation with them that actually maybe smooth things over, something that's been maybe bothering you a lot. Some of you are being given, like I said, spirit's helping you maybe talk to this, get this person in a position to talk to them about it, to where you guys can start over, like have a brand new fresh start. Okay. Some of you, this could definitely be talking about a job, but this could also be talking about, a partner, right? Someone that wants to, have a brand new beginning with you, that wants to build a life with you. Okay. This is the aces represent seeds, right? So you do have to nourish it. You guys do have to both put in the effort and put in the work, but it's definitely possible for something beautiful to grow from, you guys having a new opportunity to do things differently. Okay. After you being able to maybe speak your truth and talk about maybe why you do certain things, or why you get upset with certain things, or, whatever, has been going on that maybe your partner has been confused about, or, whatever. It's giving you an opportunity to talk about it. Okay. So let's see, spirit, what's some good things that are coming towards Libra with this full moon? Some good stuff they can look forward to, spirit, this full moon for Libra. Some of you, this is how spirit is helping you, giving you something you've been wishing for. Jesus. So at the bottom we have Lovers. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Okay. So it's, again, truth. Be true to yourself. It's truth. All right. So I feel like some of you, you're kind of like wanting to reconcile with someone from your past, and you're kind of having anxiety about it because you've been keeping that a secret, that like you want to go back together with someone else. But for others of you, you know, this is about speaking your truth to someone that you're currently with, that you're currently, you know, dating. There's maybe something you've been holding inside that's been really bothering you, or maybe you guys haven't been able to really be, you know, committed like you wanted to, or intimate like you want to, because there's something that maybe happened to you guys, some type of abuse that you've experienced that maybe you haven't told your partner about. And some of you are being gifted, you know, like I said, have an opportunity to maybe actually finally talk about that, to clear the air so you guys can have a fresh start and start over. Okay. So we have wishbone. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Okay, so this is good stuff that's coming towards you guys. And then we have fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. All right. And then we have proposal. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated, which we talked about here. Okay. So like I said, this could definitely be something related to a job, some type of business opportunity, some type of business deal. This could be coming in the form of an idea. Okay, like I said, turning your pain into profit. For some of you, this is the deal, where someone is proposing like, hey, let's work together. Let's make a movie. I want to edit your book, or like, you know, something like that. Okay. Some of you, this could definitely be a goal of yours, to turn your testimony into someone else's like life guide. And you're doing that here. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. Okay. So that is beautiful, Libra. Wow. Okay. So let's get some advice, Spirit, for Libras, so we can close out with some advice. Accurate messages of advice for Libra, please. Full moon, some advice. High Priestess in reverse. Let's get two more advice for Libra, Spirit. Some advice. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords and the World. So Spirit is, I feel like the message is pretty clear here, okay? And we have the Star at the top. So you guys need to know that you're on the right path, okay? You're healing. You just need to keep your faith in the right place. You're healing, and underneath that, the Four of Swords. That's another healing card. Two healing cards back to back on top of the Temperance here, which also speaks to healing. So very, you know, very heavy on the healing vibes. A time for healing, right? So whatever it is, you know, you guys are actually healing, but this is about, don't ignore your intuition. Okay. If this is something, the High Priestess also speaks of secrets. So for some of you, this is about, it's time to reveal your secret. It's time to, you know, let the secret, whatever you've been keeping secret, that shadow work that you've been hiding, it's time to express that. I know that, you know, you might be overthinking it. For some of you, this is just a reminder that whatever you feel like is trapping you or making you feel stuck or tied or bound, that's just your own perception. That's only the way she sees herself, that you're stuck in something, that you have to keep something to yourself, that you have to hide something. That's only your own skewed perception. So this is Spirit saying it's time to close the cycle. Okay. It's time to let this cycle close out once and for all. But for others of you, this is also talking about, once you let this secret out, that's what's going to bring your success here, which we already kind of covered with, like I said, you guys are probably worried about maybe whatever this secret is, about speaking about it. Some of you are really worried about it getting out and what people are going to say. Spirit is saying it's going to turn out better than you thought. For some of you, it's going to bring somebody back into your life that you've been wanting a new start with. For others of you, this is maybe, like I said, celebrating some type of offer that you're being made just for speaking your truth, just for, you know, telling your story. Okay. So this is, again, what I'm also getting here with this is that Spirit is saying, you know, it's time to reveal that secret. Don't overthink it, because it's going to be successful. You're going to get the success you want. Some of you may be asked to travel. Okay. Some of you may be traveling, and that was maybe a goal. Like, I want to travel, but you didn't know that this was how you were going to do it. And that's how manifestation works. When you just set the intention on what you want to happen, and you let the universe work out all the details about how, that's how you let in the how. And I feel like you guys are doing that. Some of you have been asking, like, I really want to travel. I really want to go places, blah, blah, blah. And by you speaking your truth about something, right, allowing maybe this opportunity to have a book written on it, and then you get to go do your offer to go have a book signing in another country at someone's workshop or at a university or something. You see what I'm saying? And it's helping you, positioning you to travel. And for some of you, you're going to be traveling for free by just speaking your truth, by telling your story, telling what happened to you, speaking on the abuse that you experienced, right? For those of you where that applies. Okay. So, whew, wow. Just know you're on the right path. Some of you are destined for stardom. Okay. Some of you are destined to be a star. Okay. So keep your faith in the right place. Meditate on what it is that you want and allow that, to actually, allow yourself to envision and embody that feeling of it being done. Like, how would it feel if this actually happened, right? And just sit with that feeling as if it was, if it did come true, what would I feel like? What would my body feel like? You know what I'm saying? And allow yourself to feel and sit in that energy for as long as you possibly can. Okay. That's how you manifest. So